Hello, hi, Cikgu Farida,
Hello,
Cikgu
hello,
Heidi.
Cikgu.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Hello, teachers, parents, and all the wonderful students. Welcome to Pusat Tuisyen Academy YouTuber. Bermula percuma, selamanya percuma. How are you doing today? I hope all of you are fine and ready for today's lesson. Not only ready for today's lesson, ready for your real exam next week. Okay, Cikgu Farida, next week, Monday, there's something happening for SPM students. Do you know what?
Yes. What paper is
Try to
that,
guess.
students?
Nobody
Aha.
answer.
Okay, never
Paper
mind.
right,
Don't worry.
student? For
Okay, don't worry. We will tell you shortly. All right. Before we proceed, let's begin our session by praying in our respective ways. And the Muslims, you can recite the Ummul Kitab Al-Fatihah. All to you, Madam Farida.
okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin arrahmanirrahim. Amin. Okay.
Okay, thank
Ya,
you,
Madam
Madam
Encik.
Farida. Okay, let me introduce myself to those who don't know me. I'm sure you know me. Who am I? I'm Manjit, Madam Manjit from SMK Methodist ACS Ipoh. All right, I'm the moderator for the day. And not forgetting, we have Cikgu Heidi from SMK Telangusan, Sarawak. She's our control host. All right, and also observer. And Madam Emily John will be joining us shortly. She's having a meeting. And not forgetting our main presenter for the day is Cikgu Farida. Okay, she's going to do something very, very important for all of you. That is last minute tips for paper 3 and paper 4. Next Monday, all of you will be sitting for your listening test. So get some tips so that you will be able to answer the part 1, part 2, part 3, and so on for your listening. And then not forgetting Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, according to your sidang, according to your classes, according to your places, you will be having your speaking test. So, oral presentation, part 1, part 2, and part 3. And don't forget, you'll be working with your partner. So, Cikgu Farida, which is called as Blessed Fairy, she'll be guiding us and helping all of you too. Okay, so let's welcome Cikgu Farida. All to you, Madam Farida.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let me just share the screen first.
All right.
Okay, wait. Ah. Okay, can you see the full screen?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Okay, is my voice clear?
Very clear.
All right, good. Okay, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon, students. So it has been a long time I didn't present. So here am I to share with you some tips on how to answer paper 3 speaking and paper 4 listening. So if you're all ready, let's get started. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
Farida.
teacher Mage is here. She say hello everyone. Good Chuan is here.
Hello.
Okay, good.
Okay, so these are my friends. You can access www Academy YouTuber or get the latest and get all the latest videos, or mostly on all the subjects. And we also have Academy YouTuber app, so you can download in the Play Store. So this is me, Teacher Emily, Teacher Heidi, and Madam Manji. Okay, every Wednesday we'll be having our classes, and okay, this is something about ourselves. Okay, I am Farida. This is my YouTube channel, and I have a blogspot too. Currently, I'm furthering my studies. And this is Teacher Emily from SMK Mak Mandin. Okay, we have Teacher Mandit from SMK ACS Ipoh Perak, and we have Teacher Heidi from SMK Telang Usan Sarawak. All right.
Okay, Cikgu
So,
Farida, 1 minute please. Can I
oh, you
share
can
the
go.
redemption
Yes, yes,
point, please? Okay,
yes. Okay.
students, if you're collecting the points, the first digit is alphabet A1. Okay, alphabet A1. The first one, A1. Okay, all to
A1.
you.
All right. So let's go to the subject matter. Last minute tips SPM for paper 3 and paper 4.
4.
Okay. Paper 3 and paper 4. So my sharing session today. Okay, can you hear my voice, Madam Manjit?
Yes, clearly, very clear.
Good. So my
Go
sharing
ahead.
session today will be divided into two sessions. The first session will be on speaking, and second session will be on listening.
Oh,
Okay,
you're doing speaking first, okay.
Yes. Okay, let me start off with tips for paper 3, which is speaking paper. Now, I'm very sure by now, okay, you're all aware of the format. Anyhow, I'm going to briefly go, I will briefly go through this paper as it consists of 3 parts, okay, part 1, part 2, and part 3. The first part consists of 4 questions for each candidate. The second part will be 1 question, okay, 1 person will be answering, and the third part will be 3 questions for both candidates. The total marks will be 24 marks. Okay,
A lot of marks,
so
a lot of marks.
yes,
24 is a
yes.
lot.
Okay, yes. Okay, so the first part requires the candidate to actually answer questions related to what do you call that? Mm, like all the what question? What type
Basic
of questions
questions,
are the
basic
warm up
questions,
questions? I would say.
basic questions, warm-up questions, basic. What is
Yes,
your
warm up
name?
questions.
Have you taken your
Yes,
breakfast? Simple questions, okay? I think Emily John
yes.
is here. Hi, Emily. Welcome to the
Hi,
class.
Emily. Thank you for coming. Are you there,
Okay,
Emily?
she'll be joining us shortly, she said.
Okay, all right, all right. So
Still
the
having
second
meeting?
part, okay, all right. Okay, the second part, you'll receive a random booklet, okay, and there will be a few questions to answer, and the assessor will give you 20 seconds to prepare, and you need to answer all these questions within 1 minute. And the last part is the part 3, in which you'll need to make a conversation with your partner for 3 minutes. And for the first 2 minutes, you'll need to have a discussion with your partner, and another 1 minute to make your stand or state conclusion. All right. What are actually the challenges of part 3, paper 3, which is a speaking paper? We have these questions like, teacher, how to start the conversation? Okay, the first challenge. Second
Yes.
challenge, teacher, I don't have enough words. I don't have the right vocabulary. Third challenge, teacher, I don't know what to talk. Okay, so these are the statement,
Challenges.
challenges and statements made by our students. All right, so don't worry. My advice for you is what do you call that, sincere and humble advice for you is, do not be worried. Why? Because you have to understand, okay, the interlocutor, okay, uses the overall spoken performance. Okay, he or she uses overall spoken performance to actually evaluate you. Right? Yes, Madam Manjit?
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Okay,
Correct.
okay, okay, and it is
And
based
the
on three.
interlocutor is your teacher who is teaching you.
Yes, and there are 3 analytical criteria, which is grammar, vocabulary, and communicative competence. Okay, and the good news is part 1, okay, part 1 is actually the bonus part for you, okay, because you can practice this part before you attend any of the exams. Okay, it's actually a warm-up questions for you to actually speak. Okay, the second part, okay, even though you don't know what topic is coming out, but I think I'll give you some tips on how to answer this question later. All right, and the third part will be um it's not as difficult as you think it is, because it is doable. Okay, you just have to practice. Okay, so part 3 is actually is also a helping part whereby points will be given, right, Madam Manjit?
Yes. Points with mind map.
Points,
Will be given mind map.
mind map, yes. Okay, points will be given in terms of mind maps, and what you have to do is you just connect the sentences, that's all. Okay,
Make sense.
so these are the basic. Yes. So these are the basic things that I want you to store in your mind. Paper 3 is actually a doable paper. Okay, it's a doable paper. It's achievable. Okay, you can actually do a lot of practices before you sit for the exam. You still have 1 more week to go, Madam Manjit, right? And Teacher Heidi?
Correct. You got few. Yes, yes.
Oh, you have
Depends
ample
on
of
your
time to
friend.
actually practice.
Speak in
All right.
English. Practice with your friends. Practice with your teachers now.
Yes, correct. All right. So the part 1. Let's look at part 1. Part 1. This part is actually very easy, okay, in which you'll be asked general questions, Okay, normally 3 to 4 questions, which is within 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay,
2 questions
and the
for
first
each
part
student.
will have 2 phases. Huh? Come again, Madam
The
Anji?
2 questions for each student for part 1, first phase.
Yes,
2,
yes.
A and student
Okay,
A and student B, 2 questions, simple question, basic questions.
yes. And in this part, you have 2 phases. Okay, the questions can be as simple as what is your name, and another 2 questions to introduce yourself. And the second phase will be the examiner might ask another 2 questions about yourself or your family members or anything that has to do with you. All right. Now, as I mentioned earlier, what is the advantage of part 1? Part 1 is actually just a warm-up part. Okay, you can actually memorize the introductory sentences. Okay, for example, what's your name? You can prepare before the exam. Okay, all these questions. In fact, it's very easy. You don't have to memorize what's your name, right? Okay, what's your name? Where do you live? Okay, and then how do you come to school? I walk, I take a bus. Okay, some other questions, Madam Manjit.
Have you taken your breakfast?
Have you taken your breakfast? Or
Uh,
okay,
and then may I know your
what
full name? May I know your full name?
okay.
If you mention your name, can I call you Ahmad? Is that okay with you today?
Yes,
Where is
yes. Or
so you
even,
just need to
yeah,
listen and communicate.
yes, yes. In fact, like questions like what do you normally do after you wake up? Okay, I read my text in my phone. I read my Insta messages. Okay, what is the first thing you do every day? Okay, and then what do you usually do after coming back from school? What do you do when you get back home from school every day? How do you spend your leisure time? What do you do when you have free time? What do you do on weekends? What do you do on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Madam Manjit?
Um, Maybe playing with the
Cook.
handphone, going for
Oh,
movie,
Heidi.
Cook and bake.
Playing with
uh,
children.
and then
Ah,
creating videos, or maybe
ah,
doing some light reading, doing
okay.
division. You get all the
Good,
answers
good.
to give.
And how about you,
Okay.
Heidi?
My weekends, I
Yeah.
will sure have breakfast outside with my with my children because they won't
Uh,
have breakfast during the weekdays.
So you replace the
which is
breakfast.
good, which is good, which is good. What do you call that? Is Emily's there?
Not yet.
No, at the moment. No.
Not
What
yet.
about
Okay, okay.
spring? Can do some spring cleaning too.
Ah, right,
Do
Yeah.
some
right.
gardening maybe.
Gardening,
Or
perhaps.
do your
Yes.
homework, something like that. Make it useful
Yeah.
your time.
Something
Full
you
use.
very familiar with.
All
Exactly,
right.
exactly. Okay, okay. Next question. Next part. Okay. Part 2 tips for part 2. Okay. You'll receive a random booklet for any topics and there will be a few questions to answer. So the assessor will give you 20 seconds to prepare and you need to answer the questions within 1 minute. It's just 1 minute. You just have to talk 1 minute, right? For example,
Yes.
okay, this is a famous example given in one of the classes before this. Okay. Um, a family celebration. Okay, talk about a family celebration we had recently. You should say what the event was. Okay, what you did there. Did you enjoy yourself? Yes or no? Why or why not? Why family celebrations are important. Okay. Now, in this part, you have to remember, in this part, you'll be given some time to think of your answers.
There
Okay.
won't be any piece
So,
of paper for you to write. Everything is the brain. All right. Students, remember
yes,
that.
yes. So, one important tips that I think will be very useful for you is by having 5W1 how questions in your mind to construct sentences.
Yes,
And then
correct.
based on that, you answer. For example, let me use 5W1 how in first question. Okay, what was the event? Okay, family celebration. Let's say it's a
Chap gourmet
birthday.
recently birthday. Good chap gourmet or
Birthday,
birthday.
okay. A
The
chap
little
gourmet or Valentine's Day, whatever it is. As long as it's a family celebration. All right.
Yes, yes.
So who? Who? Whose birthday? Okay. Your mother's birthday? Okay. When is it? 1st of June 2022. Where you celebrated? At home, because the cases are quite high, so you didn't go out. How? It was a surprise birthday party. So by answering these 5 questions, you already have 5 sentences in your
Mine.
mind.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
good. Very
Okay,
good.
actually,
Okay.
it's very easy. Speaking, you see, speaking is not that difficult, Cikgu Farida. You see, what the event was, you only need to know the event. Okay?
Exactly.
What you did there, what the happening. Did you enjoy yourself there? Yes, glad, happy, entertainment. You use simple word if you cannot use the good words.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
Yeah, why family celebration important? Because there's unity, there's love, there's care, there's happiness,
Exactly.
uh, and
Exactly.
there's bonding. So use simple words, you'll be able to
Simple
answer.
sentences, simple
Yes.
words, simple vocabulary. Let's go to
You need,
yeah,
you need to communicate. Make sure you communicate and speak clearly and loudly.
exactly.
Don't swallow the words. All right, let's
True.
continue.
Okay, let's continue. So the second question, what did you do there? Okay, for example, if it's at home, you can ask question what and when. I decorated my house while my sister took my mother out. So how did you decorate? Oh, I decorated with balloons and party hats. Okay, the next question.
Nice.
Did you enjoy yourself? Yes or no? Okay. So this question is quite specific, narrowed, and also direct. So your answer should be yes or no, and give your reasons. Okay. So say for example, yes, I enjoyed myself because my mother was so excited to see 1,000 balloons in the house. Okay. No, I did not enjoy myself because I broke my mother's favorite vase on that day, and that made me sad, for instance. All right. So it can be a very what do you call that, you can also be creative in answering the questions, right, Madam Manjit and Teacher
Yes,
Heidi?
very true. Yes, very true. Can be creative. Depends on the student. If you got a lot of ideas, keep on talking. Okay.
Yes.
Automatically, you will
Yes.
share your views,
But
your
it's
ideas.
1 minute. Total
1 minute.
will
Yes, it's
be
only
in
1
1
minute.
minute.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because your
And
partner also
another,
going to speak.
Mm,
Your partner also will be speaking.
for 1 minute.
yes.
Yeah.
And the last question, why family celebrations are important in Malaysia? Well, you just need some justification for this. Okay, you can give simple answers like, celebrations are important in Malaysia because we are Malaysians. Simple, right? We are Malaysians, and being a Malaysian, we enjoy celebrating important events or family celebrations. Number one. Number two, besides only in family celebration, we tend to meet our relatives, cousins, and
Yeah.
aunties. All right. Next, family celebration make family members to be closer. All right. And number four, finally, celebration foster special bonds and give positive memories for everyone. So I only
Okay, thank
used
you,
all the
Farida.
simple words.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that is interesting. Before we continue with the
Mm-hmm.
third part, I would like to share
Mm-hmm.
my the other digit for today. Okay,
Sure, sure.
students,
Please go ahead.
85. The second digit I'm giving you now, 85, because got a lot of numbers. Okay, the second one is 85. Remember just now the alphabet A1. Second one is 85. Okay, let's continue. Thank you.
All right. Okay, let's go to, okay, that's the
Okay,
second part.
Emily wrote
Okay.
here. First
Uh-huh.
part, they'll be asking questions related to personal information. Yes, Emily, thank you.
Thank you, Emily.
All right.
Yes. All right. Part three. Let's go to part three. Okay, part three, the last part where you'll need to make a conversation with your partner for only 3 minutes. Okay, for the first 2 minutes, you'll need to have a discussion with your partner, and another 1 minute to make your stand or state a conclusion. All right. So, for example, this mind map will be given. Okay, why do people shop online? Okay, so these are the points given to you. So you
Yeah,
have to
this is
answer.
taken from actually Form 4 textbook. This one. Why do
Yes,
people shop
yes.
online Form 4 textbook? So whatever you learn in Form 4, Form 5, they can ask you in many ways. Any kind of questions can be
Exactly.
under reading, can be under listening, can be speaking, can be under writing. Also.
Okay.
Okay.
So in
Or
this
to you.
part, okay, yeah. So in this part, okay, I'll share with you some communication strategies. Okay, they're all together. I will share with you 13 useful expression to be used in your oral test. Okay, so all together 13. So number one, let me just
Take
use a
turns.
different. Okay, number one is taking turns. All right, all right. Okay, how can you actually uh, take turns? Okay, so you can use this expression to start your conversation in part 3 when deciding who to take which point. So you can use words like you start, okay, I'll go first, or shall I go first? Do you want to begin? All right. So
Very
these are
good.
the starters, I would say. All right. The next one. Okay, we have done this. Okay, next. How to give opinions. All right, how to give opinions. I think, I don't think, I
I
believe,
still think.
I don't think, I still
Ah,
think, yes.
yes, I still
In my
think.
opinion, as
Hmm.
for me, is there
Yes.
any other expressions, ladies, other than
In
this?
my views, in my opinion, is the one that we always encourage students to do. I think, I
Yes,
believe,
I believe, in my
I
opinion,
would
for
like to
me, as
share.
for
I
me,
would like to share some
yes, I would like to
information.
share.
Uh,
Good, good. All right, the next one. Personally, I think. All right.
Good. Yes, personally.
Personally, I think. All right. The next one. Okay. Asking for someone's opinion. Okay. That means you're asking
Views.
your friend's opinion in that
Views.
oral test. Okay. So asking for someone's opinion. How do you what are the sentence? What are the questions you can ask? Do
Do
you
you
agree?
agree with
I
me?
think yes.
What do you
What do you
think?
think? Yeah, Madam Manjit, you
Yeah,
can
what do
read
you
for
think
me.
about this? What do you think about this?
Very good. Very good.
Mm,
The issue that is being brought up in that,
discuss.
yes, question. Do you think that's right? All right.
Do you agree with me?
Do you agree with
Ah,
me? What's your
and
view
what's
on
your
this?
view? Yes.
All right. The
So
next
you
one.
know why? Because students you'll
Yeah,
be having eye contact with your friend. You understand? So
exactly.
automatically when you're talking, you'll be words will be flowing. You see, ideas will be coming out. So you don't need to worry. Don't
Exactly.
be so tensed out. Just be happy. Just keep on talking.
Exactly. All right. The next one. We have done one, two, useful expression, three. All right. Okay. This is actually to order your ideas and more ideas from the same point of view. All right. Can you read for me, Madam Manjit?
Okay, useful
Use this
language for
expression.
presentation. Use these
Mhm.
expressions to order your ideas. First of all, firstly,
Mhm.
then, secondly, next, finally, lastly, to sum up, and in conclusion. So these are the
Good.
expressions that we can use.
Yes.
All right, Cikgu Farida?
And yes. And how about this? If you want to add more ideas from the same point of view,
These are
you
yes,
can use
linkers, is there? We are
phrases.
talking about linkers here. Okay,
Yes,
use these
yes.
expressions to add more ideas from the same point of view. So we can say, in addition, what's
Addition.
more? Also, added to this. Okay,
Mhm.
to
How
introduce the
about,
opposite. This one is to
yeah,
introduce the
how about if
opposite.
it's the opposite idea, Madam Manjit? How do
Okay,
you
when
say,
there's an
for example,
opposite point of view, you can use these words and expressions. Welcome, Emily John. Welcome. Hi, how are you,
Hi,
Emily?
hi, hi. I'm so
hi,
sorry I can't join you
Emily.
earlier. I'm still at my meeting. I just came out
Okay, okay,
but
all
while
right. Okay,
I
All
think
right.
the
Thank
students
you for
are
joining.
very lucky to have this class.
okay.
All right.
Carry on,
Okay.
Manjit.
Okay, take care,
Audio
Emily.
is not
See you.
that good.
Okay. Okay, another one you can say, however, on the
However,
other hand,
Mhm.
then again. All right, so these are the words that you can use to show opposite point of view. Okay, as you're talking, you'll be able to do. Okay, on to you, Madam Farida.
Okay, next. Okay, let's go to the next part, which is agreeing. All right. Madam Heidi, are you there?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
All right.
maybe Heidi can read.
Okay. Can you read this for me?
Yeah. So agreeing,
Can
you
you
can
agree
say
with your
that's
partner?
right. With exclamation mark. Absolutely. Exactly. Me too.
Yes, if you know
You
Yes,
agree.
that's
Ah,
me.
related, yeah.
I totally agree. I couldn't agree
I couldn't
more.
agree.
I see exactly what you mean. You're right. That's a good point.
Yeah,
Can I just
exactly.
say something?
Right.
yes, Emily, please.
Now, this is something that is very useful, especially for the discussion part, because some students are so weak that they can't speak. So at least when their friends are, maybe one partner is better than the other. So at least when they use these phrases that try absolutely or yes, I agree and all that, they are speaking in English. For that, they will get some marks rather
Yes.
than keeping quiet entirely.
Yes,
Yeah,
and sometimes to break the silence, Emily.
Yes, to fill in the silence because if not, once they will get quite low than the marks.
correct. That's why we must encourage our students to speak up.
At least they will respond to their partner.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. All right. The next one. How if you disagree with your partner? What are the phrases you can use?
Okay,
Madam Ranjit?
disagree. Okay, disagreeing. I
Yeah.
totally disagree with you. Okay,
Yes. Absolutely
absolutely
not.
not. Mm, that's not right. I'm not sure about that.
Exactly. And how if you partly agree, Heidi?
Partly agree, yeah.
Hmm.
Uh,
Partly agree. I agree up to a point, but
Ah, but
That
you're
means
being very dramatic.
they agree, but they also
But,
disagree.
I
ah,
see your point, but
but
uh,
that's partly true. But
but
I'm not sure about that.
all right.
But
That's
our
a nice one.
student,
Ah,
don't oh agree only. They won't
yes,
I
say
yes,
agree.
yes.
this
I
part.
agree.
Yes.
I think it is a good idea. I will say that. In my
Then,
Yeah.
opinion.
I
Okay.
think sometimes
All
they
right.
may agree a little bit.
How if is Emily there?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Emily.
yeah.
Okay, Emily, how if you want to explain your reasons?
Yes, Emily.
This
Maybe you
is
can read this
important,
here.
yes. It is always a good idea to justify your opinion. Don't just say I
All
agree.
right.
Yeah. Just don't just I agree. But if you can give a reason for your agreement or why you support that one. I agree because I think that explain your
Yes,
reason.
Mm-hmm.
yes,
I think
exactly.
it's time for our break, right?
Yeah, it's time for the break. That's why I wanted to ask one
Oh,
Farida.
all
Do you
right.
want to
Okay,
take a
okay,
break
all
now?
right. So we go for a break,
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
please.
Let's.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will join you all
Yes.
again shortly.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you
Okay.
for
Let's take a
joining,
one
Madam
minute break, everyone.
Emily.
We are
All
joining.
right. So I'll
Okay.
go
Let's
for a
take
break.
a
Yeah.
1 minute break. Okay. We'll
Okay.
see you soon. Okay. On to you, Cikgu Heidi.
All right.
Cikgu Farida, are you there?
Okay. All right. Yes,
Hi,
yes, I'm here.
Okay, there are two questions over here, Cikgu Farida.
Yeah, I saw the
The first one
question
is from
in part
Tuan.
3.
In part
Uh-huh.
3, do we have time to discuss with our partner? What about to say in the bubble map, okay, the mind map? I think
Yes,
we
you'll
won't
be
be,
given.
you haven't given 1 minute to discuss your partner because they will
Yes.
be spending. All right? Or we just directly like, or I will go first. Okay, students,
Hmm.
you'll be given 1 minute to discuss because you all are going to discuss the mind map.
That's the
Okay?
reason why I gave expression take turns. This is what you do at the beginning of your conversation. See? All right. Madam Manjit,
Yes, very true.
are you there? Okay. All
Yes,
right.
I'm here. I can see
Okay.
you, Farida and Cikgu Heidi. You all are
Okay.
here. All of us are
Okay.
here.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So
right.
can I go to
Yeah,
the
you
next
better.
slide
Yeah, you better
because we don't
continue the
have
next
much
time
time,
because
huh?
the committee was so showing interest. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Showing interest. Okay. How do you show interest? For example, the point presented by your friends. Okay. You can say if it is a normal response, you can, oh, that's interesting. Oh, I see. If it is
Mm.
a stronger response, really, wow, that's amazing. That's incredible. Okay.
That's
These are the
awesome. That's
mm,
awesome. You can use good words. Okay.
yes,
Good
yes.
adjective words over here. All right.
All right.
That's
So the next
okay.
one, we have done
When
this.
you
Okay.
don't
When you
understand, when
don't
you don't understand.
understand the
Uh,
question, okay, when you don't understand the question, what you should be, okay, when you don't understand the question, where is it?
don't keep quiet all the time. Avoid
Uh-huh.
silence.
All right.
Mm,
Okay. How do you avoid silence? Okay. Use these phrases. So, well, let me think.
I think, let
Right.
me think. So you maybe can, to show the reaction towards your friend.
Mm-hmm,
Okay,
mm-hmm.
continue.
All right. Done. Okay. The next one. Let's see. Oh, okay. It's supposed
No,
to be the
making
earlier
it when
slide.
you done
It's
earlier
supposed to
one.
be
Try
an earlier
again
slide.
maybe.
Okay. So yeah, when you don't understand the question asked by the examiner, for example, okay, all right,
Interlocutor will
what
be
you can
asking
say,
you.
okay, you can use these phrases. I don't understand. Could you repeat that? Could you say that? What do you mean exactly? I'm not sure what you meant. Okay, what you meant. Okay, what do you mean? And can you explain that? All right. So you can use this expression and questions. And the next one, how do you explain what you mean? Okay. What I mean is, or in other words, all right. The next one, how do you make suggestions? Okay. Suggestions happen towards the end of the question, Madam Anjit, right?
Yes, at the
Normally.
end
Okay.
when we are
Towards
going
the
to
end
wrap
of the
up the
question.
lesson. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you can use this expression. Why don't we? Right? Okay, why don't we? And then shall we work without these grammatical items highlighted over here. Okay, would you like to what? Let's what? What about? Okay, how about all this? All right. The next one, I actually going quite fast because I have another part to cover.
Yeah,
All
you have
right.
to do a bit fast now because they're listening to be responding to
Yes.
suggestions.
Suggestion. Yes. Okay. That's a good idea. Okay. That sounds great. Okay. No, I don't think so. Okay. I'm not sure about that. I'd prefer to. All right. And how do you make your turn longer, especially when you have a lot of ideas? All right. What I mean is, so in other words, for example, if you want to give example, such as, or for instance, all right. And the last part, this is the bonus part. Okay. Bonus tip. Can you actually speak without any words, Madam Manjit, in your oral presentation? Or Heidi,
Speak with the words. No, they want some words. You must
some words.
speak some
Okay.
words.
Let's say,
Yes.
for example, this is actually we use when we don't know what, when the students don't know what to do. Maybe they can use body language. For example, if they
Um,
understand the question or they agree to what being said by the friend, they can nod their head.
yeah,
All
I
right.
agree. You see, you say no,
Ah,
no. Yes. Actually, use simple words. You simple
Okay,
but
and
remember,
language
okay,
can actually help you to get the message across. All
remember
right?
that your gestures and body language can help you communicate. These tips will
Yes,
help you to get your message, okay? So the examiner message across without any words at all. But try to speak some words. Okay, you are learning
exactly.
English for
So
so many
this one
years.
is like
You must
really,
try to
really you
speak.
don't know what to do and you don't
Then
have
maybe you can do some
anything.
action, but then automatically when you do some action, you will speak something. You will.
Yes,
All right,
yes.
You
students?
need to speak something.
At least yes and no.
Uh,
All
don't
right?
keep quiet. Try your best. Okay, you can do. You are listening every day something in English in the class, huh? Listening and reading and writing in English.
Yes. All
Okay,
right. So that's the end of part 3.
three for
Okay.
speaking.
Okay. Let's move to part 4, which is a listening paper. So you have altogether 4 questions. Okay, you have this one multiple choice. This is a subjective question. And what are the challenges in paper
Mm-hmm.
4? Okay, is it too fast? You can't get the
Oh,
answer and you're not sure what
yes.
the answer is. Okay, these are the 3 challenges you might face in paper 4. So, I will start off with part 1. Okay, tips for part 1. Now, in part 1, there are altogether 7 questions. Okay, they'll be all coming from different topics. Okay, and each question, remember, each question is not related. Okay,
They are short,
so
short
what you
questions,
can,
huh? Short, short questions,
yes,
messages, announcement, role
yes.
play
So,
activity, drama. Okay.
yes. So what you can do is you look for the keyword. What type of pollution is mentioned? Okay, for example, okay, according to the lady, the brinjal should be. All right. So remember, my first tip for you is always read the questions carefully the first time itself. All right. And then what you have to do is underline the keywords in the question paper and jot down, okay, the key points if you have time for the first time. Huh? And then circle, okay, the answer if you're not sure. And then tick the answer immediately after the second audio being played. Okay, you have to understand that you don't have much time in this paper. What is the time allocated in paper 3? Paper 4,
25
sorry.
minutes behind.
For
This one
40
is 20,
minutes.
40
40
minutes.
minutes. All right.
But the
Okay, so you have to
total,
answer.
then they have time for you to transfer your answer.
The time for you to
Mhm.
write answers.
Yeah.
But the
Try to use
audio
your
will
pencil
only be
first.
played twice.
Yes,
That's the
Yeah.
use your
challenge.
pencil first. When they are distributing the exam papers, you're already having your exam paper. Don't look at your friends and so on. Start reading your paper. Just understand or not?
Exactly.
Questions in your paper. Start
Exactly.
reading where necessary. Then you can even underline. You're not copying or doing anything. You can even underline certain keywords. So you're already paying attention. If they say part one, you pay up attention and immediately you use a pencil. Don't use a pen. So they can erase. And if you're not sure with that one, you put a question mark at the number there. So that you can, when they are reading the number second time, you'll be able to get the correct answer. Pay attention. Understand or not? Don't look at the first
Exactly.
and there.
Exactly.
And don't say, give me eraser, give me this one. Oh, no. Bring all your own stationery for the day. Okay? All to you, Cikgu
Yes.
Farida.
Yes. Thank you, Madam Manjit. So this is what my second tip will
Okay,
be.
before you go to
Okay.
the second tip, let
Ah,
me share the other digit, one more digit.
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
that's one
Yes.
more digit, 31. Huh? One more digit for your redemption point, 31, 3-1. Okay, all to you, Madam Farida.
All right. Second part. Okay. Second part. Okay. There will be 8 questions from the same topic. Okay. So the challenge in the second part is, okay, it is a story or even a factual text in which the question will be related. So, for example, okay, let me just give you some question. Okay, you will hear Ali is talking about his grandmother. So, for question 8 to 15, choose the correct answer A, B, or C. So, you'll hear the recording twice, answer all the questions. And, okay, question 8 will be, for instance, how old is Ali when his grandmother passed away? And question 9, to support her family, Ali's grandmother cooked and what? All right. My tips for you is when you are reading the question, you are actually reading the plot already. Okay. Two ways of doing it. Okay. There are two ways of doing it. First is you underline the characters, events, or even the setting in the question itself. For instance, okay, in this question, the character is Ali. Do you have any other characters? Yes. Okay, we have also grandmother
Grandmother.
in this question. Right? Madam Anjit and Heidi?
Yes. Yes, two characters
Okay.
now, Ali and grandmother.
Yes. Okay. So from the question, we know that, okay, the grandmother has passed away.
So you must know
Alright?
what's the meaning of passed away.
Yes. Okay. And then question 9. To support her family, Ali's grandmother cooked what? Ali, the character. Okay. Grandmother, okay, the event, and to support her family. All right. So how to do it? You have to underline or circle. Okay, that is the first step. Okay, the first step or the first method, I would say. Okay, the first method is you identify character or event or other details in the question itself. Another way of looking at this question is, okay, you answer, you underline or circle the 5W1 how question. How to do it? Okay, the same question again. How old is Ali when his grandmother passed away? Okay, so the question who is here. The text, the question is about Ali and also his grandmother. What happened? The grandmother passed away. When? At what age? So, what you have to do is listen to the what do you call
Audio.
that
Audio.
audio and look for these answers. All right, this is what we call as focused listening. You know what to listen, right,
Listen
Madam Manjeet?
attentively. Pay attention. Listen attentively. So you're going to listen to the question or to the passage or to the article. You understand or not? Then you'll be able to answer your question. So you pay attention while they are playing the audio.
Exactly. So from this question, we get to know from this only these two questions. Okay, question 8 and question 9. Okay, where's question 9 just now? Okay, let me just show you question 9. To support her family, Ali's grandmother cooked and what? Only by looking at this question, okay, we can actually connect the dots, which, okay, connect the dots, question 8 and question 9, to actually understand what's happening in the story or in the audio being played. And before listening to the audio, you have actually read the plot. All right, you have actually read the plot. So by looking at the question, you can rephrase the question by saying, how old is Ali when his grandmother passed away? Ali's grandmother passed away when he was, look for the answer.
Six,
So
five,
this is
or
what
4.
we should do. Yes,
Listen to the audio. Understand? Listen. Pay attention to the listening. And also while you're listening, your eyes must be focused on the test paper.
exactly. And to support her family, Ali's grandmother cooked and did what? Okay, Ali's grandmother cooked and did what? Okay, to support her family. All right, students, are you with me, students?
Yeah,
Madam
I
Manjeet?
think so. Hello, Chia Ying is here. Hi, Chia Ying.
Students?
Yeah, Chuan is here. All right. Just
All right,
continue.
okay. Okay, can we move to part 3?
Yes, please move to
Okay,
part 3.
okay. So you'll hear 5 short extracts in which teenagers are talking about characteristics of a good friend. So for questions 16 to 20, choose from the list A to G what each speaker says. Use the letters only once. So there are 2 extra letters which you do not need to use. So you will hear the recording twice and answer all the questions. All right. In part 3, okay, you also have to find the keywords, right? Because the questions will be coming from the same topic. So what are the keywords? Okay, what you have to do is in the sentence itself, underline the keywords. Okay, from this sentence, a good friend will keep your secrets. A good friend will be honest. A good friend wants us to be contented, happy. Yeah? A good friend in need is a good friend indeed. A good friend will respect your opinions. A good friend will defend you no matter what. A good friend will be good at good and bad time. So these
Bedtime.
are these are the
Keyword.
key words. All right. Okay, and then you can listen to the audio for twice and choose your answers. All right, last part 4. Now the challenge that it is, I would say this is the most challenging part in part 4 is the most challenging part. Do you agree with me, Madam Manji?
Yes, true. Because
Okay.
it's a bit difficult and then they
Yes,
test
because
on your
why?
spelling. Bahasa Malaysia
Yes.
spelling is out, miss out. And it's
Firstly,
a
it is
subjective
subjective.
mm,
Secondly, you have to be careful with your spelling
spelling.
as well as grammar. All right.
Very
Okay.
true. Part 4.
All right. So, for example, you hear student Ahmad talking about the book Train to Penang for question 21 to 30. Fill in the missing information in each numbered space. Use no more than one word. You cannot
That's why
use
it's
more than one word.
yes, that's
Only
why you must
one word.
listen, pay attention to the conversation or to the dialogue. Mm.
Yes.
Don't go and write
Okay.
3, 4 sentences automatically. You have the examiner to mark very fast.
And 10 marks,
Subjective,
don't
only
forget.
1 word and 10 marks. 10 marks is a lot. Remember that?
A
It's
lot.
just like 10 million ringgit.
Exactly. So what you have to do is read the text and understand the first time itself. And secondly, make sure you spell correctly. Right?
Okay, the spelling here cannot use Bahasa Melayu words. You understand? Must use
Yes.
English words.
Unless
And then must have
unless
proper nouns. You must have capital letters and so on.
yes, unless the word like nasi lemak is
Jal-
mentioned in the audio, then you use the word nasi lemak
yeah,
as per se.
jalan is okay. Jalan is also okay.
Yes. All right. So number 3, make sure you check your grammar before you submit. Okay. Why am I saying grammar? Because okay, let me give you one sample sentence
Okay,
here.
there's a question from Adi Adha bin Zainal. Teacher, can
Uh-huh.
we use the correction tape in these papers? I don't think so.
Better
Don't,
not.
don't. I
Better
won't
not.
encourage. I won't
Uh,
encourage. What if you happen to go wrong? You just underline and then you write on top.
yes.
Yeah, remember
Okay,
that it will be marked by electronic.
computer. Uh,
Yeah. This time round, right?
Device.
It's not human marking, So better
Mm-hmm.
don't put correction tape.
so you just use a ruler
Yes. Just
and then
cancel.
after you
Yes.
just draw one line and then you write the correct answer. If you got a place at the side, if not, you write it on top. That is why the
Mm.
first time I say you must use a pencil. Don't use a
Pencil.
pen.
Exactly.
Later,
Exactly.
you're transferring your answers in the answer sheet. Then you use your blue pen or
Mm.
dark black pen. Better to use a black pen.
Yeah, to play safe.
Uh, and
Exactly.
write big, big writing, not small writing.
All right. So coming back to the earlier slide, okay, this slide, okay, why am I saying you have to be careful with your grammar? Check your grammar before you submit. Okay, let me just give you one sample sentence. Listen, you are advised to isolate yourself till the sample is tested. You are advised to isolate yourself till the sample is tested. Now, which sentence did I read just now? Is it A, B, C, or D? This is where your grammar is being tested. Okay.
Past tense, present tense, the
Yes.
spelling. You see, it's a bit tricky, isn't it? When it
Yes.
sound the
Is it
same, you are advised to isolate
advised
yourself.
with D, or is it
Did or
advised
D?
with S? Okay. Is it advised with D and C, or is it advised, or this one's supposed to be C? Is it advised with C? All right. So the answer is actually A. You are
A.
advised because it's a verb. All right. So you're advised to isolate yourself till the sample is tested. All right.
Okay, Cikgu
So
Farida, before you
yeah.
continue to the other part, let me share the
Hmm.
last digit for the day. That is number
All right.
4.
All right.
4, okay, students? The last digit for redemption point is 4. Okay, 4. Okay, on to you, Madam Farida.
All right. So we have completed part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. All right. So these are the objective part. This
MCQ.
is the subjective part.
Objective part.
All right. 10 marks.
So, and make sure for your MCQ, every mark is important. Okay. So don't ignore, and they say that MCQ you have done correctly, you're very sure, and you just ignore part 4. Or you must balance yourself. Part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4, you must do all. Okay. The same goes for your essay writing also. All right, students. Okay, on
All right.
to you, Farida.
All right. So, okay, bonus tips before I end my lesson. Okay, let me just give you 11 tips for listening paper, which is applicable for all the 4 parts. The first one is remember, be focused. Okay. Number 2, find the details in the question itself. Number 3, remember, be careful of tricky questions because there will be some word omissions or different answers and incorrect facts given. Number 4, all right, jot down information at the side of the question. All right. Number 5,
Okay, just hold on.
yeah,
Simple ask. So we will be having one question paper and another answer sheet.
we will be given, no, I think it's the same answer booklet,
In
right,
the
Madam
same booklet, in the
Heidi?
same booklet, yes, in the
The
same
same
booklet.
booklet. Yes, same booklet. All right.
Okay.
Okay, can I continue, Madam Manjit?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. So number 5, you filter information you have listened. Okay. Number 6, listen carefully to the details as well, not just the main titles. Okay. Number 7, listen again when the audio is played for the second time. Number 8, decide fast because you don't have much time. Number
Choose the
9,
best answer.
yes. Number 9, listen to the intonation as well. Okay. Okay, sometimes will be, you know where to stop and all that. Okay, and find the answers. Number 10, highlight or underline, circle or tick the correct answers. Okay, if you're not sure, put a star or what. Okay, so you can get back to question later. Number 11, underline immediately. Okay, the words as you listen to the audio. And 12 actually, not 11, 12. Always get ready for the next piece of information. All right. So I think that's all for today's lesson. Okay. If you think you have learned something from today's class, please put a thumbs up in the chat box. Okay, it's just a feedback for us. And as for notes today, okay, I'll be sharing some notes. Okay, I'll share the link of my blogspot, so you can also look at the slides that I have shared with you today. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay, my channel Bless Fairy. It's a sign to support our effort. And also do subscribe my friend's channel, Teacher Emily, Teacher Heidi, and Madam Manjit. I think that's all. Okay, back to you, Madam Manjit. Thank you very much for being attentive.
Okay, thank you, students
I'll
and
stop sharing.
teachers. We're done with today's session. Thank you, Madam Farida. We learned a lot from Madam Farida, especially last minute tips for paper 3 and paper 4. We learned about communication strategies and also tips for listening paper. How you tackle when you're carrying out your speaking activities and how you answer when you're going to do your listening paper. Congratulations
Madam
to those who
Manjit,
are
yeah.
able. Yes.
Madam Manjit, there's one question. Do we have time to draft answers and then change with pen?
Yeah,
Well,
you will be having some time actually. You will, but if you keep on practicing always your listening activities, then you have enough of time. But if you don't practice at all, you won't have time. A lot of practice needed. Yes. What about you, Cikgu Heidi? Any comments?
Because I think if you have done your practice right, you are allowed to scribble on your booklet, ABC, all those. First time you listen, then you put your answer. Then later you listen for the second time to confirm your answer. Later on only they will say, okay, now you have I think 5 minutes given to
To
transfer your
transfer
answer to the
your
answer sheets. So you don't
behind.
need to like very no you hurry like, oh, I need to put my answer at the answer sheet. You flip here, flip
Read
there.
the
Yeah.
instructions. Read the instructions given to you during
Mm.
your exam day. You understand?
Yeah.
So this is the
There
first
will
time
be
we're
time
doing after so
allocated.
many years listening again, listening and
Mm.
speaking. So please read the instructions.
Yeah.
Okay? And go early to the class. And go to early to the exam hall. Don't go as you like. You know, when listening is already started and you're walking, part one, part two gone, you'll be like crying then. Okay?
Right. Okay. Singhwai. All
Hmm.
right. If you have any other question, you can just ask now. We still have.
Time, okay? So
yeah.
congratulations to those who are able to follow our session from the beginning to the end. And thank you very much, Madam Farida, for giving us such an interesting lesson today, especially last minute tips for listening and speaking. It was very, very helpful, and I'm sure students who can't speak, you are trying to speak. And students who are good in your speaking, you will improve and do your best, and you will be able to score. Okay, try to score. Okay, the certificate link is already at the chat box. Okay, I want to remind all of you to fill it using EDD account, and the link will be only active in 30 minutes. So please click and fill in the form with correct spelling. Okay, to those who haven't joined EDD Junior Telegram, please do so. If you want to get more information, please be free to go to www.academyyoutuber.com. So once again, I would like to tell all our students good luck for sitting for the exam soon, especially on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and not forgetting on the 28th, you're going to sit for your real SPM exam. Do your best, you can do it. Okay? Sleep early, wake up early, and try to do your very level best. Just put up and say, I have given up. No, 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 no. You can do. Read the questions correctly. Choose the best answer. All right, students. Whether it is for BM paper, whether it is for English, whether it is for maths, whether it is science, do your working. Understand? Do your mind map. Okay, for your speaking, everything is over here. You just need to utter clearly and loudly. Articulation of words, good vocabulary. If you cannot remember any words, use simple language to communicate. So the interlocutor will listen to you, the assessor will be giving you marks, will be sitting behind, will be giving you also marks. Okay? Be confident, show your best, do your best. All right. On to you, Heidi. Maybe you can advise something here now.
No,
Heidi?
I just want to wish all of them all the best. Okay. This is your final time to speak. So whatever English words you know,
Fine.
just speak it. Because
Don't
when
use
else do
bahasa
you want
Melayu
to,
words.
after 12 years of learning, right? No, 12. No, 11. 6 years
Spit it or
primary,
spit it,
5 years.
Madam Heidi.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
Vomit
don't
out.
be afraid.
Throw it.
Just use it. Okay.
Just
Yeah,
vomit
that's what
it.
I want to tell.
Vomit out. You can do it, students. You will be able to do
Yeah.
the basic lessons. Part one, you can do. Part two, you can do.
Yes.
Part three will be
Yes.
the mind map. Don't get stressed. You can do it. Okay?
It's
Okay,
actually
Cikgu Farida.
doable.
Yes,
It's actually doable.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Practice
It is
makes
a
perfect.
doable.
You still have time, don't
Correct.
worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
So that's
Good.
all.
And you are
Okay.
free to call us to find out anything you want to find out or ask us. We have a Telegram column there. All right.
Yes.
So you can always join us. Okay. Any questions anymore, students? Okay.
Before we,
That's all. Yeah,
Mm.
that's all.
that's all.
Maybe yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good luck,
Yeah.
Okay.
students. Take care. God bless for
Take
all of you and do
care.
your best. See you soon.
Bye. All the
Bye. Take care.
best.
Bye.
Bye.
Good luck.